Hello, one and all, it's your sweet boy, Yammy Dude, back to deliver unto you, wretched little urchins, the motorcycle content you've come to know and crave. I'm just kidding, you're not wretched little urchins. You're all my sweet children, and I'm your papa, Papa Yam. Although, what kind of papa am I to father over 350,000 children and give none of them child support? This is a little awkward now. Today's video is another one where we go back in time and update a video we made. This time it's our chicken strips and knee dragging video. It's got well over 350,000 views. We want to make sure we are propagating the correct information out into the world. So stick around because today's video is going to tell you all you need to know about the wonderful world of chicken strips and dragging knee, which is one of the coolest things you could do on a bike besides popping mega dank nooners on the back straight of a racetrack and subsequently getting kicked off. And yes, I realize the dulcet tones of my voice you've come to know and love are not quite up to snuff this week. Please bear with me. I am sorry. I am sick. Before we jump in though, we've got to share some love to the good people over at Manscaped. April is the month of giving over here at Yammy Noob. If you've seen our other videos, you know we're giving away Ridge wallets, motorcycles, and more. Manscaped was more than happy to jump in on it and have a blast. In order to win this giveaway of over $250 worth of Manscaped goods, including the Perfect Package 2.0, crop cleanser, cologne, crop mop, foot dusters, boxers, and t-shirt, head on over to my Instagram at Yammy_noob. Follow the instructions on the Manscaped photo. That's all you have to do. And of course, if you're not a gambling man or gal, you can always use my code YAM20 at checkout for 20% off of their products using the link below. Best of luck and check it out. Again, go to my Instagram at Yammy_noob, follow the instructions on the image with the Manscaped products, and you'll be entered to win. One lucky winner will be announced in 1 week. And as always, be sure to smash that subscribe button for all the cool stuff we're doing here at Yammy Noob. We're cranking out 5 videos per week. Seriously, a huge props to our editor, Nate. You can plug some cool stuff in here, Nate. And our writers and researchers who have asked to retain anonymity due to deaths of threats and turbo boosts. Now, let's get into it. As you get into the world of motorcycling, you will hopefully develop a sense of studying the craft. The first thing you'll notice is you can lean through corners at faster and faster speeds, within reason on the street. And then the dreadful thing starts to happen. It might happen at a gas station, at a local meetup, or when you're at your buddy's house comparing bikes, but it will happen. You'll notice a sliver of unused tire on your rear, the dreaded chicken strip. So, what exactly is the chicken strip? The chicken strip is the portion of a tire that gets left unused because a rider is, according to the street Rossies, too quote-unquote chicken to lean it all the way over and use it up. First, I'd like to bestow an opinion. The concept of a chicken strip is very silly. You can fully scrub off your chicken strips in a parking lot with terrible body position, so the argument that a good rider leans their bike all the way over to scrub off their tire is silly. Don't believe me? Take your bike out to a parking lot and do figure eight slowly, and then pick up your speed. You'll scrub the strip right off. Then you can post up at your local bar and talk about how fast you are. Furthermore, measuring rear tire chicken strips is like playing in the minor leagues. Avid track day enthusiasts will tell you that scrubbing off the strips on the front tire is where men are born. If you're a 100% street rider, don't worry about your strips. I can tell you, having just been to Jerez and ripping around a few bikes, that even though our giveaway FZ07 has chicken strips, I fully scrubbed in the S22s at the event on the 636 they let me borrow and take it around the track. So using it as a measure for rider skills is pretty silly because it's incredibly situationally based. If you're a 100% street rider, I think having small strips is perfectly normal. You're out there riding a bike for fun, you're not chasing times or trying to be meaningfully fast. Unless you've just started out, then you're learning and you should try to get a little bit more confident and quicker around the bends. I feel totally comfortable in saying that my street bikes have chicken strips. I'm not riding on the street like a madman trying to scrub off my strips. I'm riding to have a nice time. Now on a track, I'll scrub those suckers all the way in. Also, if you're the type of guy who is looking at the rears of tires on other riders to gauge how fast they are, you're just a massive dickhead. Period. Besides, you need to take it to a track to see how quick you really are. Trying to be the fastest on a street is the quick way to earn yourself a ticket, injure yourself, or worse, injure someone else. So let's keep the strip measuring for the track. Speaking of which, I will say that if you're at the track under controlled conditions and you're still left with strips, don't worry. Everyone starts somewhere and I don't expect everyone to scrub off their tires or rip around a track perfectly on their first time. So chicken strips are a poor measurement of rider skill. Now let's look at another poor measurement for rider skills in my opinion. The infamous knee drag. You've likely seen loads of videos of guys riding around, going fast, and getting their knees down. For many riders, having their knee touch the ground is a sign that they're a competent rider, someone who knows what they're doing and understands how to ride. To be honest, and to be completely blunt, this is super misguided. Knee dragging is a result of riding with good body position. That's it. No serious rider is out there attempting to drag knee for the sake of dragging knee. They're doing it because it just happens when you go fast enough and with good enough body position. Now, body position is a huge topic and one that I can't cover in a single video because there's so many nuances and variables. But I highly recommend a twist of the wrist too. It's a great starting place because that's where most guys I know who wanted to devote time to learning the craft of riding started out. To give a brief overview, you want to always be hanging off your bike. Now, why is that? Because when you hang off the bike, you're reducing the angle of lean the bike has, thereby giving it more traction. An upright bike is a fast bike, and the more upright you can make that motorcycle, the more confidence you will have through a corner. It's also really fun to hang off your bike. If you're at a track, try taking corners by hanging off with good body position, and then taking them without hanging off. You'll likely feel a massive difference and will tax your motorcycle unnecessarily. By hanging off the bike, you also give yourself a margin of error to tighten up the line if need be. Plenty of roads have decreasing radiuses, and if you're not expecting to tighten up and you're at your perceived limit of lean, which probably isn't even close to the limit, you're going to freak yourself out and crash. Remember, trust your tires, trust your lean. You're probably nowhere near the edge of traction or lean that you can give to the bike. However, that's not a carte blanche invitation to keep going faster and faster because you're not close to the edge of the tire, but rather a suggestion for you. Be safe out there, my dudes. You have to remember as well that when you're wearing a suit that has knee pucks designed for dragging on the ground, they're going to stick out the side of your knee a good 2 to 3 inches. So it's easier to drag if you're wearing a suit. One thing I want to point out as well is that if you're dragging your knee on the street, either your body position sucks or you're going way too fast for the road, bar none. Either take it to a track or just slow down, because going that fast on the street will spell disaster. Ask me how I know. Measuring your skill level on a motorcycle by the size of your chicken strip, or if you've gotten your knee down, is like gauging how good of a swimmer you are by the size of your Speedo. It doesn't really matter. The two ways you measure your progression as your rider is your level of confidence and lap times. If you're more confident and more comfortable on a bike, and you're going faster and smoother as measured by a clock, you're getting better. That's it. You could have chicken strips or not be touching your knee, but if you have a true measurable improvement in terms of lap times and you feel better on your bike, then you're doing great. Remember, riding a motorcycle is not like driving a car. To ride a motorcycle quickly, you have to truly be a student of the craft. It's a full body experience, not like those massages. You know what I mean. Get your mind out of the gutter. And no one can simply jump on a motorcycle and rip around a racetrack, unlike a car. Ari Henning, whom if you don't know, go watch his videos on Throttle Out or his old one is on Motorcyclist Magazine. The dude is a legend. He calls it being a Jedi on the motorcycle. And I agree. Riding a bike fast and smoothly is kind of like being a Jedi, because there's no feeling that's more humbling than thinking you're quick, only to be checked so hard by someone who's fast on a track, and then realizing that they are infinitely slower than those who race professionally, and that's when you realize why I mentioned that Rossi is a god tier rider. So, in conclusion, my dudes, if you have chicken strips, don't worry about them. They're a poor measure for rider abilities, especially on a street bike, and you shouldn't obsess about them. Doing so makes you a dick, and no one wants to hang out with a dick. And as far as dragging your knees go, unless you're at a track, I highly recommend you don't try dragging knee on the street. And for the street Rossis watching out there, just know that I used to be one of you, and it ends in disaster. So slow it down, take it to the track, and enjoy yourself in a controlled environment where you can meaningfully learn. Now, hopefully this was a clear and more direct version of our previous video, which is me standing around meandering about the topic instead of sitting down and writing about it. One more thing I wanted to mention before we wrap it up is that motorcycling, while it can be approached as a casual hobby, should be approached as a craft in my opinion. Dedicate yourself to studying the art of riding and motorcycling and you won't be disappointed. No one evolves by staying in their little bubbles their whole lives, so make it a point to get outside of your comfort zone and have fun by learning something new. Go deep, not wide, my bros, always. Now, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Thanks for watching and tuning in. I truly do appreciate everyone who spends time with me week over week. If you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe so we can crush those phantom subscriber numbers. And of course, I must mention our beginner bike giveaway. This Thursday, we'll be announcing the winner of our FZ07 and we're going to be revealing our new bike giveaway. But if you can't wait, go to Instagram at Yami_noob and see if you can figure out what it will be. We'll also have 2 surprises on this Thursday, so make sure you're tuned in because it's going to be awesome. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later. Fact: vending machines kill 4 times as many people per year as sharks. So think of that the next time you're grabbing a Snickers versus swimming in the open ocean. Goodbye.